안녕하세요 여러분, 엠쌤입니다. Around a month ago, we've celebrated our 50th Weekly Korean episode with a very special K-pop edition episode, which you guys absolutely loved and you wanted me to make more of these, so you say, I listen. I'm going to be starting yet another segment on my channel, which is going to be solely dedicated to breaking down Korean lyrics for the purpose of learning Korean. I'm still in the process of figuring out how to call these series, so if you have any suggestions, the comment section is all yours. And those of you who are worried that because of this, the Weekly Korean segment is going to die, don't worry about it, that's not gonna happen. What I'm trying to do here is I'm trying to kind of integrate these two segments into one another and make them very fluid and interchangeable. And the way I'm going to do it is in the K-pop lyrics breakdown videos, I'm going to mention a lot of different grammatical points. Because it's lyrics, there's a lot of grammar when it comes to even one or two sentences, so I won't be able to go really in depth with that grammar. So if you want to know more about these grammatical concepts, you'll be able to head over to the cards section. I think it should be in this corner. Maybe it's in this one. One of these corners, there's going to be a cards button that you can click, and there's going to be a list of videos that talk more in depth about whatever grammatical concepts I will mention in the K-pop lyrics breakdown videos. And in case I'm going to introduce a completely new grammatical concepts that I haven't mentioned in my 50+ Weekly Korean episodes, I will make a new Weekly Korean episode that same week, and I'll put it in the cards, of course, so that you guys can have the most out of my Korean learning experience. Alright, with that out of the way, let's get into the breakdown. Those of you who have seen my previous K-pop edition video, you guys will know that I am not going to include any music that is copyrighted in here because I do not want to get flagged and striked by YouTube because of the big Korean entertainment companies. So instead, I will be singing out the lyrics that I want to break down for you guys, which I hope you don't mind. Also, to make it more fun, I'm not even gonna tell you the name of the song that I'm going to be singing or dissecting the lyrics of. You will have to figure it out on your own, and whoever comments first with the correct answer will get that answer pinned to the top, and everyone will know that you got it right and you were the first one, and everyone will know what the song is. So listen carefully. Here comes the lyrics that we're going to be breaking down today. 넌 뒤를 따라오지만 난 앞만 보고 질주해 네가 앉은 테이블 위를 뛰어다녀 I don't care. Now let's break down the top line first. It starts off with the word 넌. 넌 is a combination word of 너 plus 는. 는 is a subject marking particle, and 너 is you. So we have 넌, which means you, who is someone who is going to be doing the action that's coming later on in the sentence. Next word is 뒤를. 뒤 means behind, and if you want to know more about position words, head over to the cards to watch a video I made about position words. So 뒤를 means behind, and there's a 를 attached to it to specify that it is the object of the sentence. The object of the sentence basically is something that the action kind of falls onto or has an effect onto. For example, I ate an apple. I'm a subject, I did an action, which is I ate, and what did I eat? I ate an apple, which is an object that has been affected by the action. Here we have 넌, 뒤를, and then we have an action. So the action that you are doing is 따라오지만. And it may sound a bit confusing at first, but let's just break it down. First we have 따라오다, which is a compound verb, and if you want to know more about them, head over to the cards, there's a video about it. And then we have 지만. First, let's break 따라오다 down. 따르다 means to follow, and 오다 means to come. So 따라오다 means to catch up, to chase, to go after. And 지만 means but, or even though, depending on the situation. It is basically this connecting word that connects two clauses of a sentence. It can actually connect two sentences, just put them together into one big long sentence, but it does so in a way that the later sentence contradicts the first sentence. So it's kind of an opposite of and. So what we have so far is, even though 지만 you are, 넌, chasing 따라오다, 따라오지만 behind me, 뒤를, even though you're chasing after me, basically what it means, 난 앞만 보고 질주해. 난 is a combination of 나는, 는 is once again a subject marking particle, 나 is I, so in this clause of this big long sentence, I am now a subject, which is possible because if you have a multi-clause sentence, you can have a subject, a verb, and an object, and then you can have another subject, verb, and an object. 난 앞만 보고. 앞 means in front. And once again, position words, cards, the video is right there if you want to know more. 만 means only, so I am only in front. But what am I doing only in front? 보고, 보다. I'm looking. 보다 is to look. 고 is and. So I'm only looking in front, and I'm doing something else. I'm 질주해. 질주하다 means to gallop. And it's just a fancy word to say running really fast. And I can speculate here that they've put that specific word in here instead of many other words for to run in Korean to maintain the rhythm and the rhyming in the lyrics. So what we end up having is, even though you're chasing after me, I'm only looking in front and I'm running. Easy, isn't it? Next line. 네가 앉은 테이블 위를 뛰어다녀? I don't care. I don't think I need to explain what I don't care means to you, so 네가 앉은 테이블. Let's start with 네가. This word is actually really fascinating to me, so I'm planning to create a special Weekly Korean episode specifically for this word and how it came about and what it does and how to pronounce it properly. So if you want to see me talk about 네가 in a Weekly Korean video, do let me know in the comments. But for now, all you need to know is that 네가 means you. Yes, I did mention earlier that 너는 also means you, and in the same way as we have subject marking particles and topic marking particles in Korean, the 은는 and 이가, regardless of whoever calls which one which. In the same way, we can have multiple different ways to say you together with these particles. Hope that made sense. So 네가 means you. 앉은 테이블. 앉다 in Korean means to sit down. 앉은, adding 은 to it, directly modifies it and makes it have a meaning of that you're sitting at or that someone is sitting at. And 앉은 connects directly to the noun because 앉은 ends up being an adjective. 테이블 in Korean, it's a Konglish word, so it means table. So 네가 앉은 table means the table at which you sit. Okay? This is called direct modifying, where we take a verb, 앉다, stripping it off of verb qualities and giving it adjective and descriptive qualities to make a simpler, more flowier sentence. I have made a video about direct modifying. It will be in the cards, so do check it out. Next word is 위를, which means on top. Another position word. Wow. So 네가 앉은 테이블 위를, on top of the table that you're sitting at, some kind of action is happening. And here, we completely drop the subject because the person who's saying this, of course, they're talking about themselves, that they're doing some kind of action on top of the table that he is sitting at. And the action that's happening is 뛰어다녀, which is once again a compound verb. It comes from 뛰다 and 다니다. 뛰다 means to run. 다니다 means to come around habitually, to go habitually. It's quite a complicated verb actually because it can be used in a lot of different contexts. But here, when we combine these two verbs, we end up with 뛰어다니다, which means to run around in circles. So the person who's talking is running around in circles on the table that the other person that they're talking about is sitting at. 네가 앉은 table, at the table that you're sitting at, I'm running on top of, and I don't care. Ta-da! How easy was that? Hope this was informative. Let me know if you have any questions, if there's something I didn't explain properly. Once again, if you do want to know more about any grammatical concept I've talked about today, head over to the cards and try to look for a Weekly Korean episode where I talk in depth about these topics. Let me know what you thought about this video in the comment section. If you like it, if you don't like it, should I continue making these videos? And I will see you all later this week. Bye! 안녕!